Okay, I'm going to record this. I'm going to 24102 Larkwood Lane. Supposedly, DeAndre was here. He was here because he got picked up from here with a bag full of our shit. So just in case I get shot or whatever the fuck happens, you guys have a video of this. So let's go see what the guy has to say. He doesn't know I'm recording this though. I am. Around here. Let's see what we got. Looks like a silver house. They got a code on the door like we do. Hey, I have a question. There was a gentleman here yesterday, DeAndre. He had a bag full of stuff, colored, black guy.
Sure.
Okay, how do y'all know him, or what was he doing here?
Who are you?
Who am I? He stole all of our stuff. That's what was in the bag.
Okay. Where are you from?
Me personally?
No, I mean, what do you mean your stuff? When you say your stuff,
He stole our stuff out of
you
our
in
house.
Are you in a neighborhood here?
No.
Okay.
But I know that he was picked up here.
Where are you? I want to help you, brother.
Okay,
I'm in a.
Okay, let's get it. Let's just be honest here.
Well, I'm kind of in a bind because I'm guarded by HIPAA laws.
I understand. We are too. I am too.
Okay,
I'm in a sober
okay.
living house also.
Okay. All right, we're making progress.
There we
Okay,
go. Yeah.
That's what I was looking
When I
for.
saw the lock on the door,
Right.
we have the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Is I know where he came from up there, but can you tell me what some of the items were that were stolen?
TV, Xbox, two tablets. I got the tablets now. I just went and picked those up.
Right.
So all the other stuff he stole from our house. Projector, Xbox TV. Like I said, there was two tablets, an iPhone, some phones, other whatnots. So I'm just curious, what was he doing here?
Same thing. So he had reached out to somebody looking for, under the auspice of he had needed to find a new sober living. The place he was at wasn't working out, and he had 21 days sober. That he needed to, make that transition. So he was brought down here in an Uber, and then from here he was here for maybe an hour, and we did the trying to think how I can. We did the standard stuff that I'm sure you do when somebody new comes into a place, and based on some of that just standard shit you do anytime somebody new comes in, I wasn't able to let him into our house.
Didn't pan out.
Didn't
sound right.
Well, yeah, he wasn't. Yeah. You're not like any kind of. We're a brand new house. I'm the house manager. I just got hired here. Listen, man, the guy came down here, wasn't able to pass a drug test. He was obviously under the influence of drugs. I don't want to give up his personal information.
I already know his personal information.
I get it that you do, but I also don't want this cunt to be running around.
DeAndre Maurice Tobin or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. The facility.
We got a police report with Huntington Beach. Okay, I just went to Santa Ana.
Just give me one second to grab some.
Pretty cool, huh? Yep, this is me. I'm loving it. Private investigator.
unable to pass our. Do you mind if I smoke?
Yeah,
Right.
sure. Matter of fact, let me get one too.
Okay.
Let's do this. Because a lot of the shit was mine.
Yeah. All right.
And if I show you the two tab, did you see some of the stuff that he had?
I didn't see the tablets. I know that there was an Xbox. I know that there was a TV because I carried it out of the bedroom and into the.
Did he actually stay here for a minute?
No, he brought all of his stuff in. I was at an AA meeting. I come home and I've been told I'm going to give you the contact information.
I'll be right back.
Give you everything.
I'll be right back. You see, this is how you do this. I think I've found a new line of work. Okay, here's my pen. Yeah, I still smoke. So what? So fucking what? I'm gonna catch this cocksucker. Okay. He's going to give me some contact information here. This should be pretty good.
Yeah, and I can't. So I mean, they might have one. I can get his contact information. Oh, I don't believe that he was referred to me. I think he left him. I think he grabbed all his shit while he spun out and then called some other place to go to the church. So I don't think that they don't know where he's at. You know, there's like a criminal list. So
I'm getting close to his ass.
yeah, I'll get as much information from this gentleman as I can. I'm gonna figure out what we're moving forward. Okay, thank you so much.
I'm narrowing it down.
Yeah, you're coming close. I'm gonna come on in.
I got this.
Oh shit! Here, we'll walk through the back. You can keep it lit. Just walk through the back over there. We have a dog in the back.
That's cool.
All right. He threw on his shirt. Fuck.
Out these French doors?
Yeah.
Y'all got a pretty nice place here.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. You got a light on you? You're right, I'm right here. So, where I'm at, like, legally, I can't tell you about what program he was referred to or what
I don't care
program
about.
he's going into.
I know.
I can give you the information.
I got
about
this inadvertently from where I went out in Buena Park. Because
Okay.
I found out the guy that he hired to unlock my tablets picked him up here
Okay.
off of Craigslist.
Jesus.
Right.
Yeah. See, he was supposed to be picked up from here and go into a detox, right? But
Well, that's my next place that I'm going to. He picked him up from here.
we heard he never made it to the detox. So.
Took him over there at his house. He spent the night at dude's house, and the other guy that owns the house didn't even know it. He's pissed because he spent the night there. I said, "You're lucky he didn't rip y'all's ass off. Y'all are lucky." Okay.
Yeah.
And so now he drove him to a place at South Main and MacArthur over there. and showed me the building. So I'm going over there next. Supposedly he dropped him off there and he talked to the security guard. It doesn't look like a detox because it looks like apartments.
Right.
But I'm gonna go in there and talk to the security guard. Okay. What can you give me?
So I can tell you that I physically saw him move.
So here's what we can do. I can either do it this way, or else I can get, if I have to get Lake Forest PD involved.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get involved because Huntington Beach is involved.
Right.
And now I'm getting ready to go to Santa Ana. I
Right.
just came here because I got this address.
Sure. And I can tell you, so he was transported down here in an Uber, and told that his insurance would be used, right? And that he was the only way we could legally move forward with telling you what program it was.
I don't care about a
would be
program.
if the Lake Forest PD was involved.
I don't care about a program.
Right. So
I care about a phone number. How do you get in contact with him?
The numbers that we have for him, I haven't been able to use because I haven't tried to make contact with him before or after. I just managed the house and they told me that he was coming in. So I got a call, but I can try to get all that stuff for you. Just bear in mind that I'm not trying to put roadblocks in your way. I'm trying to get you. By the end of the day, we'll
our
get this
house,
sorted
third
out.
house is ripped off.
Okay. God, dude. Yeah.
Sober house.
Yeah. I would like to, yeah, because, I mean, we had him here for an hour, and then they were kind of like, well, we got to get him out tonight because we just don't know. We don't know this guy if he's loaded.
I do have a copy of his driver's license from Florida. I don't know if y'all have the same thing. I got a phone number. Supposedly it didn't pan out. It's a 323 number. I need a phone number. That's what I'm looking for here.
We can try to get all that stuff to you. It would have to be through that program. And that was who they had contacted. And and I'm working on that for you already, and I already put a call in. So,
Okay.
I mean, we can find out how to make that work, if it means, that they legally have to have it recorded by the PD.
Well, if you
or
guys
whatever.
didn't accept him, are you guys still bound?
We're not. So this is Best Sober Living. So this is the name of the company. We can talk to you. That's why I'm able to tell you about him not being admitted, because he was here and and even if he was admitted, we're not bound by the same HIPAA laws. But again, I'm new, so I'm just like trying to figure out what I can and can't right in the moment tell you versus like what I can get to you in a couple hours.
So you didn't actually talk to him?
I talked to him, yeah. And when I came here, I came back to do his admission, have him fill out his paperwork. He was obviously under the influence. He wasn't able to fill out his paperwork, wasn't able to sign any of it. I administered a drug test. It came back hot. I did a second test to just confirm it, so it was beyond a shadow of a doubt. Both of them came back with the same results. And I told him at that time that he had to be off the property. He originally balked for a minute. He was like, well, where am I supposed to go? I don't care where, because of the exact scenario you're describing.
Did you notice he had a cell phone?
He did have a cell phone at that time. He had, I'm not sure
Like
if he
a
was using...
pillowcase with this TV in it?
He had it was like a see-through black bag, like a mesh net black bag with a television and a gaming system. I couldn't tell you which one it was, but I mean I could tell by the contours of it that it wasn't a DVD player. That it was and with the cords and applications and other stuff in it, Well, again, that I couldn't tell you. I picked it up from the TV side and held the TV so I could see that there was this other stuff.
Right.
And he had made reference that that he had an Xbox. He had told his roommate that he had a gaming system. I believe it was an Xbox. I mean, and if you're saying it was, I'm sure that's what he was talking about. That he was going to set up here, and but we had asked him to leave after the test results. He was then sent out to the curb off the property with all of what we had assumed were his belongings. Sometimes guys come in and they've been, especially with the backstory he had. It was, I had 4 months sober. I went out for a day, and then now I have 21 days, and we're thinking he's coming from, being in a sober living for like an extended period of time. So maybe he had a room where he was able to set up his shit.
Right.
So, and sometimes we get these kids, they're trust fund kids from other places, they got money. So, I mean, some of that stuff doesn't.
He has my money.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense now. What I can, let's see.
It's crazy how y'all came up, huh?
Huh?
It's crazy how y'all came up. How I got this information from over there.
Yeah, no, man, I'm glad you did. Like, there's, situations like this. I'm trying to see if I got a phone number for him, but I doubt he would.
Hey, puppy. Or surely y'all would have taken that information down
We would have. He wasn't able to fill out his paperwork.
because he was too fucked up.
Too fucked up is what my assumption was, because he did end up filling out the notice to law enforcement. So that part's. Hey, man.
What do you mean notice to law enforcement?
So we have a notice to law enforcement. This protects us against somebody digging in and saying, "No, I'm a resident here." This allows us to say, "No, this is Matt Will. You're a guest for it at our sober living," and it legally allows us to exit somebody without having to go through the eviction process. So, but he wasn't able to, fill all of his stuff out.
You know what time he got here?
He got here at about. I would say he got here at between 8 and 8:30
In the morning?
at night.
So he was here for a little while and then he got picked up.
He was here for approximately
pans out
an
because
hour. Yeah.
He told me that he came from Buena Park to pick him up.
He asked me when he was leaving about how far Buena Park was from here.
Okay.
So Buena Park was definitely involved in that dialogue. What he had told us was that his girlfriend was coming to pick him up. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, there's actually a kid named Jason.
Okay.
And Jason's like a IT tech.
Okay.
He called him to unlock the iPads that I have and the tablet, Samsung tablet. And so he took him over there and evidently the other guy, now this is what's really weird, is the other guy that Jason rooms with, which is, I forgot it, Robert, he's got 10 years sober. See, and he picked up on it right off the bat.
Right.
And told him, hey, get this fucker out of here.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
Because he had all this stuff too in the bag.
Right.
But he left the iPad and the tablet with him to unlock.
All right.
And I said, well, how did you get him? He said, well, I went to 24102 Larkwood.
Perfect.
Okay.
When we have no interest in, like, we're not trying to.
I understand, and I get that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing is, if you can get a phone number, I'll leave you my information.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to get right now. What was your first name again?
Ellis.
E-L-L.
Yeah. IS. 949-397-7221.
Where was he coming from?
He left our place in Huntington Beach. We took him up to a meeting at 8:30 in the morning, and right after the meeting started, he walked out. Okay, which some people do to use their phones and shit like this. Well, at 9:20 when it's over, people looking for him. He's gone.
8:30 at How Hall?
No, at our IOP.
Oh,
up in
you're
Huntington
IOP.
Beach.
Okay.
And
I was just working at Wavelengths up there, so I'm familiar with it.
so anyway, it's so we went to looking for him. They went to the house and found out he took all our shit.
Right. So everyone's at the meeting.
Right, except him.
Yeah.
He's AWOL.
He goes back to the house, robs at the line.
Right. He's got the codes and everything.
Right.
So that's what happened.
Hey. No. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So I turned my tracking on my iPhone to track my iPad.
Yeah.
And I'm following this fucker. Goes to USC Exposition Park, goes over there by the Coliseum, then he goes to Culver City, then it dies, it locks out because the tablet died.
Right.
So I get Apple involved. So I put a message on my iPad saying, hey, it has been lost. If found, call this number, call Ellis at this phone number here.
Right.
So the guy did that last night about 7:15. I was on my way to a meeting. And he called me. I said, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So I'm sort of like waiting on him. If he calls him back, say, hey, you know what? I got it unlocked. What time are you going to come by and pick it up? And that he's going to call me.
Yeah.
If that doesn't pan out, then if we can get another phone number, I just want to get as much information as I can.